it is that weekend. It's conference championship weekend. The AFC, NFC matchups are slated for this weekend. And we have the Denver Broncos hosting the New England Patriots, and the Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks, hosting the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be exciting. All teams are good in different ways, the circumstances that are involved. We'll break it down, get through key players, and everything you need to know for these matchups. Thank you for joining me. It's your boy Hoos. Appreciate it. Going to be breaking down the matchups we have for the AFC and NFC Championship. They're exciting to a degree in one matchup and an extremely exciting to the other one. So we'll start off with AFC, him breaking down what's going on with the Denver Broncos, who are hosting the New England Patriots. Denver Broncos are a good team. They have a solid defense, extremely good defensive line. They get sacks like crazy. So their strength is that side. Offense does come along pretty good. It just depends on how the quarterback feels that day, if they're going to actually do something. They've been a very intense comeback team in the fourth quarter, and typically start off slow. But it's going to be interesting in this matchup because they're obviously facing a weird circumstance. They have lost their quarterback, Bo Nix, in the last few seconds of the game against Buffalo in the divisional round. So they're coming in with their backup quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, which is the first time a backup has come in and played or started the conference game without playing a single snap the whole season. So it's insane. I don't know how they're going to get up this hill, but they're going to try. Everything I've seen of Jarrett Stidham in the past, whenever he did fill in on any of the teams he was on prior with Raiders, Patriots, and whichever other teams he might have joined, he actually looked decent, including the Broncos. Whenever he filled in, he looked decent. So he has a chance of actually, maybe willing the team along by just playing good, clean game manager games where he does not cause the team to lose. Avoid turnovers, tries not to put the ball in harm's way. But he is facing the New England Patriots. They're extremely good. May is impressive. He's very impressive. I've always thought he was decent anytime I've watched him. He's just gotten to a level where he looks comfortable. Now, I know that pieces that he has around him, I do like as well. He has a good set of running backs, a huge three-headed situation going there. And then as well as Stephon Diggs balling like he usually does, and Keishawn Boutte, who is, I think, underrated. He does great plays very often. It's just that he doesn't get that much hype, especially with Diggs on the other side doing what he does. Their defense is also impressive. They were a little bit of a question mark throughout the season, but it was mainly during that time Milton Williams was out. Once he's returned, their defense has looked very lights out and they're dominant as well. So they are a fairly well-rounded team. It's just a question of, can Denver do enough to disrupt their rhythm? Can Denver do enough to get points and make it to a situation where they're in this game in the fourth quarter? Because once that pressure ramps up, who knows how the Patriots are going to be, because they're an anomaly at this point. And then right now, the Denver Broncos are also an anomaly because of the fact that they got a backup quarterback in. This is an exciting matchup just due to the weirdness of it. So I'm excited to see what happens. Now on to the NFC, we got the Seahawks, as I mentioned, versus the Rams. This is the third time these two teams met up. Between those previous two matchups, there is a collective 3-point difference total between them. First matchup was a 21-19 scoreline where the Rams managed to pull it out last second against the Seahawks, and the other matchup was a 38-37 win by the Seahawks in overtime when they decided to go for two after they scored their magic touchdown in the second possession of the game. So both games were thrilling. Different situations because it was more of a kick fest in the first game, and then the second game was just touchdowns galore. In this third matchup, it's going to be very interesting because in those first two matchups, Sam Darnold looked terrible for about, let's say, close to 7 quarters. That entire first game, he was terrible. He ended up throwing 4 interceptions. Somehow the game stayed there in play for them to possibly squeeze it out, but they ended up losing it. And then the second game, he was pedestrian for the first 2 quarters. I think he picked it up a little bit in the third, and then it was all whirl in the fourth quarter and overtime. Their defense is legit. They're one of the best units, period, throughout the conference as well as the whole league. They swarming defensive line. Their DBs do well at making sure they plaster and making sure they knock down passes. They're a well-rounded defense. Their linebacker core is solid as well. So Seahawks is fairly complete. They honestly just ebb and flow based on what Sam Darnold does. If he's having a good game, they're likely gonna take it to you. If Sam Darnold has a bad game, they're likely gonna lose the game. So it's all about him. This is one of those teams where it's really a swing of the quarterback. It depends on how they play. Now, last week, they had all phases clicking. Their defense was lights out, offense was lights out, even special teams was lights out. They opened the game with a 95-yard kickoff return with Rashid Shaheed, who's been an electric addition for them since they got him from the Saints. So if they can get a well-rounded game from the team, they can beat anybody for sure. For the Rams, they got Matt Stafford as quarterback. He's as solid as they come. He has been phenomenal this entire year. Has just a couple blips of difficulties, but between him and Drake May of the Patriots, is 1 and 2 in terms of who's going to get the MVP. He has been that good this year. Now, he has Puka Nacua, who has been helping them quite often throughout this season. But they have weapons galore between Puka, Devontae Adams, Tyler Higbee, Colby Parkinson, Kyron Williams. They have a lot of weapons. They are very good as long as Stafford is distributing the ball properly and not making errors. They can beat anyone as well. Their defense, a little leaky on the pass. They still have good players back there, but they tend to give up a lot of yardage. Their line is phenomenal. They are great at pass rushing. They're very fast, physical, dominant. So they can do some things and cause plays to turn their way and give Matthew Stafford and that offense extra possessions to potentially win this game. Now, between these two teams, like I mentioned, they split the other games. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very tight. I expect it to be an exciting game because it's been exciting every time these two match up. With predictions themselves, we're going to start off with AFC as I started with the breakdown. You got Denver with Jared Stidham. They've got an uphill battle. I don't know how they're going to pull it off outside of just going full-on game manager and hoping that defense somehow locks up Drake May and that offense. If Drake May is pushing, it's going to be tough to see Jared Stidham keeping up. So my heart wants to say the Denver Broncos are going to somehow pull it out, but logically thinking, I will have to say Patriots will pull this, and I think it's going to just be like a 24-10 type game. They'll have a solid lead. They'll manage to get their points, and then just shut down Denver's offense. They might get like a trash touchdown at the end during garbage time, and then unfortunately be put out the pasture with this unceremonious type of end of the season. For the NFC, I expect a lot more fireworks, a lot more intensity. These two teams, whenever they play, it's exciting ball to watch. So, again, it really is about Sam Darnold. Which Sam Darnold are you going to get? Are you going to get the ghost, the one that doesn't really do anything? Or are we going to get the one that is on time, on target, hitting dimes? So, with that being said, Seahawks are home. I want to go with the Rams. They are one of my favorite teams. However, that home field advantage might be something. It might be enough. I will give it to the Seahawks. Let's go 28-27 Seahawks. Last second, somehow win it with the field goal or point after. Who knows? But we'll see what happens this weekend. It's going to be exciting. It should be exciting. Both games on Sunday, 3 o'clock and 6:30, I believe, Eastern time. It's going to be exciting. I want to see who shows up. But you let me know what you think the predictions are. Who do you think's going to win? Who's going to make it to the Super Bowl? Super Bowl 60. Big time. We'll find out. Until then, next time, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys. Be blessed.